Dr. Dre, net worth $1 billion. The legendary rapper and music producer co-founded headphone maker Beats Electronics and streaming service Beats Music, which he and other investors sold to Apple for some $3 billion in cash and stock in 2014. He also founded record label Aftermath Entertainment in 1996 and famously helped launch the careers of superstars like Eminem, 50 Cent, and Kendrick Lamar after leaving his pioneering rap group NWA and label Death Row Records. Beyoncé Knowles Carter, net worth $1 billion. The majority of pop star Beyoncé's net worth comes from her roughly 3 decades as a solo performer and a member of the girl group Destiny's Child. She holds the record for the most Grammy wins ever, with 35, and won her first Album of the Year trophy in 2025. She and her billionaire husband Jay-Z purchased a $200 million Malibu mansion in 2023 in what was the most expensive home sale in California history. Rihanna, net worth $1 billion. While Rihanna may keep fans guessing about new music after 10 years without a new album, her fortune was largely built offstage. Her biggest asset is Fenty Beauty, the cosmetics company she co-owns with LVMH. The luxury goods conglomerate is reportedly exploring a sale of its stake in Fenty in a deal that could value the company between $1 billion and $2 billion. James Cameron, net worth $1.1 billion. Cameron has directed 3 of the 4 highest-grossing movies of all time: Titanic, Avatar, and Avatar: The Way of Water. He's the second highest-grossing director ever after fellow billionaire Steven Spielberg, having generated a total of almost $9 billion at the global box office. When Avatar earned nearly $3 billion in theaters and millions more from DVD sales and streaming, Cameron earned an estimated $350 million before taxes and fees. Roger Federer, net worth $1.1 billion. Federer didn't just win 20 Grand Slam tennis titles before retiring in 2022. He also built one of the most valuable endorsement portfolios in sports history, earning $100 million off the court in a single year at his peak from brands like Uniqlo, Rolex, and a Mercedes. His biggest win has been an estimated 3% stake in Swiss athletic apparel company On, which went public in 2021 and now boasts a market cap of nearly $15 billion. Jerry Seinfeld, net worth $1.1 billion. The comedian is still making money from his 90s hit show, Seinfeld. He and co-creator Larry David reportedly earned 15% of the sitcom's syndication revenue, which includes sales to local television stations and streaming platforms. In 2019, Netflix acquired the show's global streaming rights in a 5-year deal worth more than $500 million. Arnold Schwarzenegger, net worth $1.2 billion. One of the highest-paid actors in Hollywood history, the former California governor has earned some $500 million before taxes and fees in paychecks and profit-sharing deals from his movies. He's made even more from early bets on everything from California real estate to some of the world's most valuable brands. One of his best investments? A minority stake in billionaire David Booth's Dimensional Fund Advisors when it was managing $12 billion in assets. DFA now has more than $1 trillion of assets under management. Bruce Springsteen, net worth $1.2 billion. The Rock and Roll Hall of Famer has sold more than 140 million albums globally over his 50 years of touring and recording. His biggest check came from selling his music catalog to Sony Music Entertainment for a $500 million lump sum in 2021. LeBron James, net worth $1.4 billion. James has earned upwards of $500 million in pre-tax salary from stints with the NBA's Cleveland Cavaliers, the Miami Heat, and his current team, the Los Angeles Lakers. He has also raked in more than $1 billion pre-tax off the court, according to Forbes estimates, from his business ventures and endorsement deals with the likes of PepsiCo, Nike, and Beats by Dre. Tyler Perry. Net worth $1.4 billion. A director, actor, producer, and writer, Perry is best known for his Medea franchise, which has grossed more than $660 million. His wealth comes both from his cut as a producer and from a library dating back to the early 1990s. He owns 100% of the content he's created. Dick Wolf. Net worth $1.5 billion. Wolf is the mastermind behind the Law & Order, Chicago, and FBI television franchises. His Wolf Entertainment has had a profit participation deal with Universal Television since 2004, allowing him to retain nearly half of his show's profits when they sell into syndication. Tiger Woods. Net worth $1.5 billion. Woods has earned roughly $1.9 billion pre-tax during his pro golf career, including a PGA Tour record $121 million in prize money. And that's despite him reportedly turning down a mind-blowingly enormous offer from the upstart LIV Golf Tour that former LIV CEO Greg Norman told the Washington Post would have been in the high 9 digits. Magic Johnson. Net worth $1.6 billion. Johnson only earned about $40 million in total salary and less than $4 million a year in endorsements during his playing career, mainly with the Los Angeles Lakers in the 1980s. Now he's a minority owner of 4 pro sports teams, including the Los Angeles Dodgers and Washington Commanders, but most of his wealth comes from his majority stake in nearly $34 billion assets life insurance company Equitrust, which he took over in 2015. Peter Jackson. Net worth $1.9 billion. Best known for directing the Lord of the Rings and Hobbit trilogies, Jackson became a billionaire in 2021 after selling the technology division of his visual effects company, Weta FX, to Unity Software for $1.6 billion in cash and stock. He is set to return to the franchise that made him famous later this year as a producer on the upcoming film The Lord of the Rings: The Hunt for Gollum. Kim Kardashian. Net worth $1.9 billion. Kardashian rose to fame as the star of the hit reality TV series Keeping Up with the Kardashians, but she's a billionaire thanks to her shapewear business Skims, which private investors valued at $5 billion in the company's most recent funding round in 2025. Taylor Swift. Net worth $2 billion. Swift became a billionaire in 2023 thanks to the earnings from her Eras tour and the value of her music catalog. Her fortune includes nearly $1 billion in estimated wealth amassed from royalties and touring, plus a music catalog worth an estimated $900 million and some $100 million of real estate. Jay-Z. Net worth $2.8 billion. Since becoming hip-hop's first billionaire in 2019, Jay-Z has nearly tripled his fortune, thanks in large part to his lucrative liquor businesses. He sold 50% of spirits brand Armand de Brignac, otherwise known as Ace of Spades, to luxury goods giant LVMH in 2021, and sold a majority of his stake in cognac brand Douce to Bacardi in 2023. Oprah Winfrey. Net worth $3.2 billion. Winfrey parlayed her hit talk show, which ran for 25 years until 2011, into a media and business empire. She has reinvested some of the profits from her show, plus profits from films like The Color Purple, Beloved, and Selma, which her Harpo Productions co-produced, into her sprawling real estate portfolio, which includes over a dozen properties and 2,100 acres of land in Hawaii. Vincent McMahon, net worth $3.6 billion. Vince McMahon grew World Wrestling Entertainment, WWE, from a regional operation into a global phenomenon. He joined his father's small wrestling company in 1972, bought the business a decade later, and took it public in 1999. McMahon combined WWE with the UFC to form TKO Group Holdings in a $21 billion merger in 2023. He stepped down as executive chairman of TKO in 2024. Michael Jordan, net worth $4.3 billion. Jordan's salary during his NBA career totaled just $90 million, but he has earned more than $2 billion pre-tax from such corporate partners as Nike, Hanes, and Gatorade. He sold most of his majority stake in the NBA's Charlotte Hornets in a 2023 deal that valued the team at around $3 billion, but reportedly retained a minority stake in the franchise. George Lucas, net worth $5.2 billion. After selling his film production company, Lucasfilm, to Disney in 2012 for $4 billion in cash and stock, the Star Wars and Indiana Jones creator has largely retired from filmmaking. He is now focused on philanthropy and the development of the Lucas Museum of Narrative Art, which is scheduled to open in Los Angeles this year. Steven Spielberg, net worth $7.1 billion, the DreamWorks Studios co-founder and highest-grossing film director of all time, Spielberg still gets a slice of every ticket sold at Universal theme parks, thanks to his blockbuster hits like Jaws, Jurassic Park, and Indiana Jones. His newest film, the sci-fi thriller Disclosure Day, is scheduled to be released in May.